Hi everyone, I am Brian Carl, and I am coming to you from the Lake Ontario Beach State Park in Rochester, New York, to bring you a very special video on a very important topic. The one thing that is preventing you from being who you want to be and living how you want to live, both psychologically and spiritually. This is something that has been known about and talked about in the world of psychology for over 100 years now, ever since the day of Carl Jung, who did his pioneering work in the realm of psychology. And it has been talked about in spirituality since time immemorial. And yet, even still to this day, there are tons of people, especially people in the New Age and spiritual industry and community, especially people who are into the law of attraction, who just simply are not aware of this thing and let it hold them down. And that thing is the shadow side. So what the shadow side is that place in your subconscious where you push everything that you do not like about yourself. Understand? So all of your deepest, darkest secrets and desires and guilty pleasures and taboo thoughts that you don't talk about and don't even like to admit to yourself, and all of the faults and flaws and even bad aspects of your character, maybe even certain evil thoughts and impulses, or just the dark aspects of your character get put into what is called the shadow side. And since this is the part of yourself that you do not like and don't even want to admit to yourself that you have a lot of times, it begins to hold you down, okay? It is like an anchor of all of this bad, negative elements of who you are. And the more you deny this part of yourself, the heavier it weighs on you and the more it stagnates in your mind. You understand? Because when you let it lay dormant there without working on it, it doesn't go away, okay? It just keeps on accumulating more and more negative elements and weighing you down even more and more and stagnating more and getting more and more rotten. And the problem is that since a lot of people do not like to think about having these aspects of their character, let alone dealing with them, and a lot of new agey marketers in the spiritual industry know that, they will tell people that by the law of attraction, if you ignore these negative aspects of your reality, and if you ignore the darkness, it will go away. And you just have to focus on the good. And that will be what makes up your reality. But that is false. And that's why most people who practice the law of attraction don't succeed at it. Because these negative aspects of who you are and these bad elements in your reality won't go away if you ignore them. They just get worse and have more and more of a negative impact on you since you're not letting yourself be in control of them. But if you can get them under your control, they can stop having such a negative impact on you. You understand? So the way to overcome the shadow side and make sure that it doesn't hold you down anymore or pollute and corrupt your reality is to become fully aware of it. Really bring it into your awareness and embrace it. Do some serious soul searching to figure out who you really are in full, both in the yang and the yin sides, the light and the darkness, the good and the bad, okay? And embrace all of the aspects of your character that you really don't want to. And realize that it's okay to have faults and flaws. It's okay to have things that you don't like about yourself. No one's perfect. Everyone does. And the more you embrace these things, the more you accept yourself, the less they're going to hold you down and pollute your reality. And in fact, the more you will actually be able to work with them to turn your faults and flaws and weaknesses and negative aspects of who you are into positive ones and strengths, okay? It's the only way that you can actually do personal development work is by looking at the things about yourself that need to be worked on, that aren't perfect or are faults or flaws that are holding you back, and working on them, okay? Turning them into parts of your skill set and strengths that can help you to succeed and become who you want to be. And realize that darkness isn't bad, okay? Without darkness, we wouldn't have night, all right? And without night, we wouldn't be able to live in balance. It wouldn't be healthy, okay? There are certain dark aspects to everything in nature, all right? And the same thing goes for human nature, all right? Just like there's yin in everything, and there's faults and flaws and bad in a lot of things, right? It's just a part of existence that you need to learn to accept and embrace and work with, okay? And realize that darkness doesn't have to be bad, okay? Nighttime isn't bad, right? And faults and flaws don't have to be bad either, right? You can work with them to turn them into strengths. And even negativity doesn't have to be bad either, right? I mean, magnets have a negative pole on them, right? It's just part of the polarity of the dual yin and yang nature of existence, okay? You just need to work with these things to make sure that they do not become bad influences and aspects of your reality and impact you in really bad ways that will hold you back, okay? So the more you work with these things, the better you are going to be, and your shadow side will no longer have to be a bad influence on you.
That concludes this video. Thanks for listening. I hope I mansplained that good enough for you. If you like what you heard, please click the like button, and if you feel you gained some value from this video and would like to give some back, please do so with the PayPal link below, because your support helps fund me doing this work and fight the good fight for men like you. If you are ready to take the red pill and wake up from the matrix, well then, I have the perfect book for you. The Bible of Esoteric Knowledge is a super concise, dense, info-packed philosophy textbook, written in the same verse format as the Bible, but combining multiple different, highly esoteric philosophies such as Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism, ancient paganism, and a special balance between theoretical physics and metaphysics, along with some special bonus info on the cryptic secrets of sexuality and death. This book will stimulate your intellectual philosopher's mind like no other, especially since it's a lot shorter and easier to read than most philosophy books made up entirely of run-on sentences and never-ending paragraphs, and, can be quite boring and exhaustive. Full of all the most fascinating mystical secrets of the universe, gratify your inner geek and quench your thirst for meaning with the Bible of Esoteric Knowledge. Get your copy at the link below for a special sale price today. Enlightenment has never been so easy.